Welcome back to Chattachefs Kitchen. Here's a little teaser what's going to come in the weeks to come. These are ghost chilies that have been grown at our house, and we're harvesting a bunch and we're having a bunch of fun with them. So stay tuned. Today we're going to do a Southeast Asian chicken salad. Well, there you got a little teaser of what's going to be coming up here. All our hot peppers that we are growing right now. We've got some great ghost chilies, and we've already experimented with some honey and some different hot sauces. So we'll get back to you on that. But today we're going to do a Southeast Asian, or I would call it a Mia Asian salad, based on my daughter. She's Vietnamese, so it's a Vietnamese, Laotian, Thai, kind of a Southeast Asian vinaigrette or dressing that we do and we toss in a salad. So let's go over here and make a quick vinaigrette. This is a really simple dish. We have some very fresh ingredients. We've got chopped garlic, chopped ginger, lots of that, fresh lime juice, sugar, nyak ma or hoi fong, great. Everybody knows Srirachi chili sauce, and a little bit of nyak ma, a little bit of fish sauce over here, sesame oil, and rice wine vinegar. And this is a unseasoned rice wine vinegar. So we're going to kind of put everything in the blender. If you don't have a blender, you can just chop it really fine. So I'll have all the ingredients down below, and if you look down below in the little caption we've got there, I've got all the ingredients and the recipe. So we're going to put our ginger, we're going to put our garlic. Not for the faint of heart. I do love Srirachi sauce, so got to do a lot of Srirachi sauce. It's great. Sugar, you can use honey, you can use agave or whatever if you don't like sugar. We're just going to use sugar in there. Nyak mam. Nyak mam is what kind of separates the Chinese, the Japanese is from the Southeast Asian. Nyak mam is basically, it's kind of like a soy sauce. It's a fermented fish. Very strong, very unpleasant when you go up like that. It's got unami. You can look all over the internet, YouTube, whatever, and find unami. It's got this certain flavor. It's very salty, but when mixed with something like this, it is incredibly fragrant, and it complements everything. So we're going to put about a cup of rice wine vinegar. Look at your rice wine vinegar. Sometimes you have got regular rice wine vinegar, and sometimes you have seasoned. Seasoned can be very salty, so you just got to check out what kind of rice wine vinegar you got. I was over in Vietnam for a little while. I was over in Thailand, and there's not a lemon in sight over there. They're very lime oriented. So fresh lime juice, always great. So we're putting all the fresh limes in there. And the only other thing we're going to put in there is a little bit of sesame oil. And I think that the biggest mistake people make is they cook with sesame oil. Sesame oil has a very low burning point. Sesame oil does not want to, doesn't want to be cooked with. It doesn't want to be sauteed, used as an oil, so it wants to be used as a flavoring. And that's basically what we're using sesame oil as, just as a flavoring. So we got the last of those limes in there. So with all that ginger and there's tons and tons of flavor in there. We're going to put a little bit of sesame oil in there, and I'm also going to put a little bit of just a non-flavored oil, which we're doing grape seed oil, and that's going to basically make your palate more acceptable, more fatty vinaigrette. So we're going to take this and we're going to puree it up. And I'm going to give $1 million, sorry, you can't hear that, not $1 million. So we're going to puree this up really good. And if you don't have a blender, you can just chop it up by hand. And then we'll take the little lid off here. And one thing you want to know about your vinaigrettes is you're going to say, oh my gosh, this is so strong and all this stuff. When you do vinaigrettes and sauces, make sure you remember you're gonna add them with a bunch of other things. So you want them to be a little bit more salty, a little bit more explosive and flavorful. This has got great flavor, tons of flavor, a little bit of heat from the Srirachi, the sesame oil, tons of ginger. This is a great thing. So let's walk over here and make a really quick salad. So we're going to take everything and we're going to mix it in the bowl. I've got you know, if you don't want to use chicken, you want to use shrimp. If you want to use steak, if you want to use charred steak or anything like that, you can use whatever you want. This vinaigrette is very, very, very versatile. Love it. We always keep it in our refrigerator. It's just a great, great side for everything. Even if you're doing like little sushi, little fish things or something like that, and you want to dip in that, this is great. Of course, we can make it as hot as we want, but we're not tonight. So we're going to do something very simple. I have got a wonderful Mary Lynn Portera bowl again here. Where can you get these? River Gallery. Shameless plug, but this is a great, great bowl, cool bowl. So we're going to mix it up. We're going to do a little bit of peeled carrot, and this is a very rare noodle. It's not. It's called spaghetti. Spaghetti, you know, I do a lot of Asian dishes. Spaghetti seems to hold better in a lot of Asian dishes, and it just works really well. This right here, I'm calling this effervescence. This is where you get a lot of that southeastern flavor. You have fresh mint, you have cilantro, you have green onion. These are tender herbs. I'm gonna put a little bit of cucumber, and as I said tonight, we're gonna do chicken. You know, if you don't want to do rice or you don't want to do spaghetti, you can do rice. The broken vermicelli, if you can go to an Asian food store, broken vermicelli is awesome. Awesome. You got to kind of wash it. It's a really sticky, but it's a really fun, and it's very true to the Southeast Asian culture. So we're just going to put a little bit of our vinaigrette on there, and going to put a little bit of peanuts, crushed seasoned peanuts, and of course you're going to just plate it in another great dish from the River Gallery. You know what I forgot to put in there is some peppers. So we're going to put our peppers in there. And I know you're wondering, what am I going to do with all this? Well, this is all this extra food we're definitely going to have for dinner tonight. This is a family night. This is a great dish that we love to have. So we're going to toss this around here. Vinaigrette's going to get on there. And then we're going to take it and just, I mean, kind of a cool Asian style bowl that we got at the River Gallery here. And what I like to do is kind of the scenery and everything right there in the end, just to make it as cool as possible. We're going to go ahead and garnish it with a little bit of peanuts, and then top it with a little bit of sriracha and a little bit more of those effervescence. Boom, there you got it. That's a great entree salad. As I said, you can use shrimp, you can use fish, you can use beef, you can use chicken, whatever you want. This is a great vinaigrette for protein. So, what do I say? I say watch, learn, eat, subscribe. Maybe I think that's what I said. Cameraman almost fell off the stool there. It's live TV. Thank you very much, and we will see you next week at Chattachefs Kitchen.